artist got to go all the way to Miami, get in a villa, do all this type of shit. And I understand the environment for creation and all that shit. Right. But my fucking office got billionaires on the wall, right. Harriet Tubman and them on the motherfucking. I created a fucking environment right in my goddamn house, nigga. I don't gotta go to fucking Saudi Arabia to fucking get busy. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm always in creation mood.
At least a rack a night.
Yeah,
he's spending a rack a night. Yeah.
I mean, it's a.
Does it work though? I mean, because Kanye racks a night turns into millions per night.
I mean, but he's an outlier.
I don't think he recouped that motherfucking money from the Georgia joint where he was in the Mercedes-Benz joint.
Why?
You know how much they was paying on that joint?
Nah. But how much?
This nigga was living in the joint when he was making it.
Okay. Why don't you think he recouped on that?
Pull that shit up, see how much money he was paying a night from that shit.
I have no idea.
But it's always like Kanye has always been notorious.
That nigga was just blowing fucking money.
He overspends.
Yeah.
He overspends on his tour.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Okay. What's the translation though to revenue and to income?
That's what I'm trying to tell you is
bad money number.
Listen, this was before they took the money and took the status of billionaire. Right. So he's throwing money at some shit that a normal artist cannot do. Right. And then he didn't do more than fucking Drake did. And the label won't throw that kind of money at none of them to do some dumbass shit like that. He's just doing billionaire shit because he can do billionaire shit. So you don't really recoup the money from the fucking album, from the fucking sales you did from that. He was just building hype and all that other type of shit. He could have recouped it in clothes and brands. Sneakers and other shit like that. You know what I mean? But
he's a business man.
Yeah, without question. But he's also a fucking artist that's going to say, I want all this shit and stomp his fucking feet and do this, that, but he don't have to ask nobody for it.
Right, that's true.
So now he do it and just fucking blow money.
That's true.
I don't know though, dog. I'm just here.
No, that's true. That's good stuff, man. Why you walking bent over, man?
Oh man, 4 or 5 drop sets. You know what I'm saying?
Like wow, I'm like,
well, the thing is I ain't tell you what I did Sunday.
What'd you do Sunday?
Sunday I did sled down and back the 4 plates and then slam the 80 10 times, as many rounds as possible for 25 straight minutes. Oof. I did more than 10 rounds.
Sleds and slams.
Sleds and slams, and not on the clock. Down and back, slam 10. Wow. No break. Down and back, slam 10. Down and back. The only break I could get is while I'm pushing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or while I'm picking it up. So I had this little thing. One rock, flip, push.
Boom. You get an exhale. You get an exhale on the slam.
Yup. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. And I did that shit for 25 minutes.
EA, don't you want to come get some of this smoke?
Sure do.
Then turned around, did legs. That's what I'm saying. I
did legs
the
on
next
Monday.
day. Deadlifts, Bulgarians, all that shit.
You got people falling out sick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Faking sickness not to work out.
That nigga be taking mental health days.
Nah.
He'll text me.
Man, I hit a wall, bro. I hit a wall.
He'll text me and say, yeah, I had to take it. Like he like, all right, yo, L ain't gonna cuss me out if I say this is a mental health day. I be like, man, fuck your mental health day.
I'll never say nothing about mental health days. I take mental health moments now. I'll sit in my car in the driveway for an hour.
No, you take a mental health day on a workout, you do.
No, I don't. See there? See, you about to choke for lying. See there? God don't like ugly.
I got receipts, nigga.
God don't like ugly.
You talking about, I gotta take a mental day.
Nah, I ain't never say that, man.
No,
pull up the receipt, man. Let me see. Pull up the receipt, man. Let's see the receipt.
I'll fucking type in me and your text. I guarantee you that shit will say, type in mental health. Type in mental health on our text. Guarantee you text me twice. You've texted me twice to mental health day.
Yeah. That's been good, though. This new voicemail joint is crazy, ain't it?
What is it? Text to voicemail?
So somebody went to voicemail, and while they're leaving their voicemail, I can read what they're saying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Apple be getting in your business.
That should be scary, don't it?
Apple be getting in your business. Be getting to your business.
Is this an F1 shirt right here?
Yeah, man. It's the F1, baby. It's part of the uniform. Petronas representing my man Lewis Hamilton, the greatest F1 driver in the history of the sport. Period, point blank.
That's what I'm talking about.
He just happens to look like us.
I wonder what the end game is with him.
Oh, billionaire status. Another billionaire athlete. Another billionaire athlete. He's in a billion dollar sport. Another billionaire athlete. The state of the NBA is trash. I don't even know where that came from. Yeah, that was so random.
I don't know. They was fighting last night.
Oh, so you see the cats in the Senate fighting?
Nah.
It was two cats in the Senate. They don't like each other.
Nah, I missed it.
And one dude, he got an MMA background.
Yeah.
And so him and the other cat, they were going at it, and dude was like, we can finish it right here. And the man said, we can't finish it right here. And he said, well, stand your butt up. He said, you stand your butt up. So the one dude, he stood up. And then my man Bernie Sanders was like, you are a U.S. Senator. Like, sit down. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Man was ready to go. He's taking out his wedding ring and everything.
Oh,
like,
they get kicked out.
Man.
What was their credit score?
Huh?
What was their credit score?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's a U.S. Senator, so, I mean, they're not from a financial standpoint, a lot of them have filed bankruptcy, a lot of them got bad credit, but
I just remember a couple episodes ago we was talking about how the reactions be based on the credit scores.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great point, though. Yeah. He's a U.S. Senator that's ready to go to blows. Yeah. But they don't like each other so bad, they just bypass all that. My man stood up like, let's go. Yeah, bypass the credit score. The fact that you sitting in the U.S. Senate.
Man, but in the barbershop, it's the credit score.
In the barbershop, it's a credit score. Man.
Oh, nah, fuck that. Everywhere it's the credit score. If I see him acting up in Target, it's the credit score.
You think so?
Yeah. If I see him acting up wherever now, my new status quo is the credit score.
Got a low credit score.
Yeah, low credit score when I see somebody getting way out of pocket.
I saw something where 50 said the rich guy don't start the fight. He said the rich guy don't start the rich guy ain't starting to fight. He ain't starting to fight in the club.
Nah, I think that's only if it's new money. New money don't know how to act.
No, still don't know how to act.
Yeah, new money don't know how to act. So that's the exception to that shit too.
What's new? I mean,
some niggas ain't never had no money, bro.
I'm saying, but
just
when they get money, they had it.
Just because they got money now,
got it, don't mean
they had it because they rich.
Right.
They still got new money.
Something just flew in your beard.
Yeah, that's all right. Though. It'll be Irish protein, man. Shit.
Protein. You gonna eat that?
Yeah, whatever. However it go down, it's going down. You know what I mean?
But that it was, along the lines of the whole credit score joint, it was like the rich cat don't start no fight, man. He ain't starting no fight.
Yeah. I'm just telling you that ain't
the case
true.
all the time?
Yeah, that ain't the case. Yeah, because I asked a fool and I got an 800. It just dropped to about 780. I've been fucking some shit up lately.
You ain't starting no fight, man.
I act up though. Like my responses be stupid. Like I don't. My shit ain't all that.
No, your responses don't. Now sometimes your reactions they be a little out there, but
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But then what's crazy is you will have an introspective moment almost immediately, and then you'll come back with a whole.
Oh, nah, that be in front of y'all.
Oh, that's
that
fake?
I'm talking about. I be in the world, man.
Man, I thought the way you do anything is the way you do everything.
Yeah,
so I was like,
So here's what you don't understand is that you don't ever forget this, y'all. All right, who I play on TV is not who I am outside. All right, I play a superhero on TV.
He said, don't worry. He said this Fitbit can come off.
He said what?
He said this Fitbit can come off. Don't worry.
So I'm thinking, I'm thinking Clark Kent is Clark Kent and Superman is Superman all the time, but he got a third cat in there somewhere because I typically can figure him out, but that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
I got a few motherfuckers in this joint, man.
So man, talking about like real life stuff, like we always do, because we're not coming from theory, we're coming from like real life stuff, experiences that we've had, and not making stuff up, not reading it in a book and then come talking to you about it. Had some pretty cool experiences, man, with people that I rock with this week. One of my coaching clients on the way over here just got their biggest contract and flipped and lost their mind. It's the one that's going to free them from their 9 to 5. Woo, and so it was so dope because you know how we rock with manifestation and manifesting whatever it is that we want, and pretty much turning the universe into our restaurant, saying that, hey, we can order whatever we want in this universe as long as we're willing to pay for it. You know, I've been preaching that for over a year, and they finally got it. And so now we're seeing the fruit of that. And so it was just exciting, man. They got the biggest contract. They're going to get free from that 9 to 5. And so they're on a path now that, you know, they understand that they can pretty much order up anything they want in the universe. So that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, welcome to the real world now. Now you got to fucking sign up for what we say, everything.
Sign up for everything. You got to be a risk taker.
Everything.
Yep. You got to be that risk taker, and
absolutely
be ready to you know, take it upside the head every now and then and bounce back. So another thing that and I got a question for you. I know you love when I ask you questions.
Yeah, I did a whole Q&A yesterday for the city of Greensboro. They fired off questions for hours straight for one session, and then came back for like another 35 minutes. They fired off questions, man. I'm pretty dope with that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
You were comfortable in that scenario?
What you mean?
Were you comfortable in that?
That's what I do, big dog. I was in so we was at Water Resources, and they got this super dope conference room at Water Resources on South Elm Eugene, right? The whole room is like wired with microphones and cameras and all that different type of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. And you know, they got the joint follow me around. I'm just walking around, and then we got 100-something people virtual, you know, streaming in, and we got people all in the room, and people just asking questions, man. So,
just drilling you.
Yeah, just drilling. Yeah.
So a couple friends this week and these friends, they don't know each other. They hadn't, you know, they don't run in the same circles. They hadn't really talked to each other about the situation, but a couple people have been dealing with just stress, and people that are helping them with the stress. One of the questions that both of them were asked was, what do you do for fun? Right? And so I asked myself that question, what do I do for fun? It was hard to answer that question. What do you do for fun?
Yeah, I don't do nothing for fun. Yeah.
But supposedly, like, the fun thing is supposed to be like, it's like vegetables. It's like we're supposed to have the fun thing, because that's the thing that's going to help bring down the cortisol levels. That's going to help bring down the stress hormones.
Well, I mean,
like,
so I'm serious.
And why don't you have anything to do? Why don't you do anything for fun?
Let me tell you something. Nothing I do is for fun, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy the things that I do. Right. That's a whole bar right there. You got to rewind that motherfucking shit right there, big dog. I said nothing I do is for fun, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy the things that I do. So
the things that you enjoy, you consider those to be fun?
No, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. I don't do nothing. Nothing
I'm
is fun.
so confused right now.
You're not. You're just acting slow. You have these fucking moments all the time. All right. Look, I enjoy torturing my fucking body. It's not fun. It is not fun when I just got up out of this chair, half bent over 3 days ago for some shit I did 3 days ago. It's not fun, but I enjoyed it. You understand what I'm saying?
What else do you enjoy?
Oh shit, I enjoy spending time with my family. Now,
but it's not fun.
It's half the shit that you do with Monica is not fun.
What do you consider fun?
God damn.
What do you consider fun?
He keep asking me the same question.
I didn't say what do you do for fun. What do you consider fun?
I said nothing.
No, I didn't say what do you do for fun. So nothing is fun?
Nothing. Just like nothing was sentimental to you a week ago, nigga.
I'm just trying to understand. So there's nothing on the planet that you look at that go, no, that's probably fun. Not if you do it or not.
No, okay. I don't want to jump out no planes. Right. I don't want to do none of that shit you motherfucking niggas want to do. Let's go to F1 race. That shit's not fun.
All right, the question, just to elaborate. So Lynch, do you feel like this, like your past, like kind of what you've been through?
Because you put that fucking voice on, you think that? No, nigga, it's not fun. Go ahead.
Is it fun?
Here's what's fun. Me and Tootie.
That's where I was headed.
We wrestled. That's where I was headed. Me and Tootie wrestled.
Not wrestling, but like doing the stuff y'all do, like in the cul-de-sac joint or on the swing, and
we wrestle. Okay. I enjoy that. No. So
that's fun though, right?
And then I enjoy Let me tell you something.
Hey, I need a challenge flag. Didn't he say it was fun? And now he switched it up. Go ahead, my bad. I'm shutting up.
I just told you that.
Why can't you say you do stuff that's fun?
I do with Tootie.
All right.
I do.
All right.
Me and Tootie do fun stuff.
All right.
Yes.
Ooh, that was painful. Now, Jesus.
Let me see. Me and Wendy probably got. Let me see. We have these fun moments that we have. I never know when they're going to occur.
Right. So they're spontaneous, fun moments.
Yes.
You don't have anything that you schedule. Like people say, playing golf is fun. Let me go schedule.
Yeah, none of that shit is fun.
Schedule around the golf. You don't do that.
I don't play anything.
Oh, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even, video games, none of that shit. I don't do none of this shit. Right. None of that dumbass shit. I don't do none of it.
Right.
He never used to go to recess when he was a kid because he don't like to have fun.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm saying when I do so. I'm not talking about when I'm a kid. I'm saying right now, I'm grown. I got shit going on, and the last thing from my mind is escaping.
Got it. Oh, so you think only fun stuff is for escaping?
Nah, I don't even have fun going to the basketball game anymore.
Got it.
I'm like, man, I don't. It's 4 hours. I'm like 4 hours to watch these motherfuckers run up and down the court. Yeah. Man, I'm halftime. We out of this bitch.
It's about 3, but yeah, I get it. You know the word fun is not in the Bible.
I'm on Bible time, nigga. Shit, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Now when I'm taking, I'm aligned with the dope stuff.
Okay,
y'all done made all this other stuff up.
Like what?
What you mean? You just made up fun. Fun ain't even in the Bible. That means it came along after that. F1, that ain't in the Bible, but they made it up.
AWOL ain't in the Bible. We made it up. The burpees is definitely not in the Bible.
Bro, are you retarded?
Burpee is not in the Bible.
Listen, hey, EA, do you know what the layman's definition of religion is?
I don't.
Google it. It's a way of life. It's the name of AWOL. It's the exact name of my company. The definition of religion is called a way of life, bro.
Let's fact check that, EA.
Shit, you ain't got to. I am the fact.
So
you don't need no support.
AWOL, I mean, it's in line with what a religion is, though, because it started by a man.
You want to argue that?
What? What I do? What's funny? It started by a man.
Man-made. It's man-made.
Man-made. All religions are man-made.
You're right.
Religion.
Right.
God ain't never had no denomination. It was some man that said, "Hey, we need this is what we believe."
This podcast about to go viral,
and people just lined up with it. So AWOL is just that. Let's see, how else does AWOL line up with the religion? AWOL
got the triangle.
AWOL got the triangle.
Yeah, the three. The Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity.
Mind, body, spirit.
AWOL got members.
AWOL got the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay. I don't know about that one, but okay.
Yeah, it's all in there.
It's in there. It's mixed in there, bro. It's in there. So you got members, you got a community.
Yep.
AWOL has followers, they literal followers.
They put money in the basket.
Yeah, like religion.
You laughing? What y'all laughing about?
No, I'm not laughing. I'm looking for that direct correlation with.
It's all there.
He said AWOL got a collection plate.
That's right. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's monthly recurring revenue.
If you don't come through, he gonna put you through.
AWOL got that MRR.
Yeah, I don't got to put the thing up on the screen. Everyone, there's 3 ways to give.
AWOL has the founder, the leader, and that preaches the doctor. AWOL has the doctorate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you also think about it, like he collects his stuff, and they still don't got a new windows to the church.
That's right. That's right. We still struggling.
The building fund been going on for way too long at AWOL.
Yeah.
The building fund, yeah.
Still struggling.
AWOL is
tough, boy.
AWOL is a religion with a church.
For sure. Did you get the definition, my man?
I mean, there was a lot of definitions that inadvertently did say a way of life.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure you forward that to the homie.
No, you ain't got it. I got it now.
Mr. ChatGPT.
I got it now. I got it. You still using ChatGPT? You use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I use ChatGPT.
Just checking.
I use ChatGPT. Sunday. Yeah. Man, y'all know I do my segment on the news. I do my segment on, y'all don't never watch it, but it's all
That's
good.
not true.
You know, it's cool. It's all right. It's all right. I don't do it for, you know what I mean? I do it for a whole nother demographic, which is dope. You know what I mean? Because I'm with y'all all the time, so you don't need to watch my segment.
What demographic you do it for?
Huh? The demographic that I don't get to see all the time.
Which is
The people who watch the news.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So none of the parishioners of AWOL watches the news.
Hell no. You watch the news?
I don't.
Good. We gonna survey the homies in the chat.
I don't
Matter of
watch
fact, you survey them because I left the chat, right? You survey them, ask them how many of y'all watch the news.
How you feel about that?
Only one that watched the news probably is Jay Barbie.
How you feel about that?
Huh?
How you feel about that?
About what?
Leaving the chat.
Oh man, you got. So I got numerous chats.
Yeah.
So I actually have like points of reference, and it's like taking my talents to South Beach. Like, I don't have to stay in this team if I don't want to. They're underperforming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have points of references where I got this 6-week challenge, I got this 6-week challenge, I got this group over here, and we have people who are actually active and engaged in, you know, these other chats. And these other chats are like super performing. Like, you know what I mean? And people are like seeing this like surge in their whole entire life because of the community that we created with the group me's. Like, so do you see how active somebody like Gabby or like Will and like those people in that chat, how active they are in that chat? And then we get like the total number of posts in our men's chat will be the total number that one person will post in the other chat. You understand what I'm saying? So collectively, you got 18 dudes in one group, and you have one person in another chat that will do as many posts as the 18 guys did that day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now the difference is the people in the one chat paid 700, and the people in the other chat didn't pay anything.
That's the
So
difference.
they don't.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't value. You don't value what you don't pay for.
Facts.
So when you are around people who don't value things, then they don't perform as if they value those experiences
Got it.
when they come around those things. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So when my floors are over $10,000 in my house, right? And my wife says, you gotta take your shoes off.
Right.
All right, walk into somewhere that got $100 carpet. You probably don't have to take your shoes off.
Okay.
When they come in, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna run all over your joint. They're gonna step all on your stuff, not care about it, and leave out of there. And the bill's gonna be stuck with you. You gonna have
And that's a direct correlation of the value of that floor.
The direct correlation of us valuing the floor and not letting people do what they want to do on our floor.
Got it.
To bring the value of our home down. Because of what we actually paid for the floor makes us value our home even more. Now, the people in that chat don't value the chat. They don't value the stuff that goes in the chat.
What was the original purpose of the chat? Because you started the chat and you left the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of it?
Is to add value amongst the men in the community.
Got it.
Now, when you're in a group or a chat, there has to be the art of reciprocity.
Yeah.
Or else someone will be drained. If you pour it all the time, how will you ever get filled?
Right.
Now, what I'm telling you is when you work alongside of B-level performers, your performance will decrease by 15%. When you hold on,
30%.
Let's go
30%.
back. 30%. When you
Decrease by
work
30%.
alongside B-level performers, your performance will decrease by 30%. When you work alongside high-level performers or A-level performers, your performance will increase by 15%.
Right.
Once you notice that somebody is a B-level performer, an underperformer, a low-level performer, then you either have to do one of two things.
Right.
Learn how to perform at a high level at all costs, no matter where you are or who you're around, or separate yourself from them. Got it?
Got it.
Because elevation requires separation.
Right.
So the first thing is to be conscious of that. Now, if I got 18 B-level people, then now the other 2 or 3 A-level people that are actually posting, guess what I did?
What?
Put them in
The other group.
the high-level performer group.
Got it.
What group you in?
I'm still in this group. You left me in the
Oh,
B
you must have
group.
never got the notification.
Nah, I never got the
I put you in the group me.
Oh, I never got the notification.
Oh, I put you in the group me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, in the group me joint.
I put you in the group me 2 weeks ago.
Let me go over. Let me. I got to fact check.
I was wondering where this was going. He brought it up because he thought you left him out.
Nah. That's not why. I was like, the founder of the group.
Yeah, how did I make something and leave?
The founder of the group, and without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest or greatest contributor to the group bounced.
Absolutely.
Guess what happened? What do you think happened to the group?
Alan stepped up.
Nah, nobody.
B stepped up.
Nobody.
This is my point exactly. So, if one, you try.
I think maybe Jay. Jay probably posts more than anybody in it, but it's like literally Jay and people like the stuff he posts in there. Everybody keeps moving.
Right.
But I just put a question in the group, and I asked how many people in here watch the news, or who in here watches the news.
Yeah.
Nobody responded except for one person.
Yeah.
Who you think responded? They said, "I don't." Who does that sound like?
I don't.
Yeah.
Is Alan.
Nah, Big E.
Big E?
Yeah,
Oh, Big E.
Big E said, "I don't."
Big E. Big E at work right now too. He at work responding to everything on IG, making over $100,000.
Big E said, "I don't."
Big E, that's
don't
my
watch
man,
the news.
boy.
I swear.
Big E, he got me down to a science.
Champ is here.
So did you check the group B?
Yeah,
quick?
well, guess what?
You in?
I hadn't used it in so long. I had
you
to just download it.
the app.
Yeah, it's
so now you
downloaded.
probably ain't get the notification.
I don't know, man. Let me check. And see, you be
Yeah.
switching up. You go from just regular text to group me.
Yeah, so take up less data.
The group me does.
Yeah.
Which group is it? AWOL Elite?
No, Transformers.
Yeah.
I'm dope with it.
I'm in there, man. I'm in the Transformers.
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
It's just that.
Oh, wow.
If
This
anybody
is-
who's
this
in that
group
first
lit.
group sees
group lit.
it, they go like, "Damn, I'm not in this."
Hey, tough. This group lit. Oh, this group, this one's gonna make you want to step up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This group is lit.
So you do your cardio 3:00 in the morning.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And you feel some type of way when I don't see the notification. Right or wrong?
No, I feel some type of way when you say, "All right, why you
Did you do your cardio?"
Why you do your cardio?"
Right,
And I'm like, bro, you getting the receipts.
All right, so what I'm saying is, this Apple stuff crazy sometimes. Like sometimes, if like I don't know if you go out of it for a while or something and you stop getting, I don't get them no more. I don't get none of your
word.
joints no more.
Yeah, I get them.
Yeah, you
I get yours.
you get mine?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm still clockwork on that joint.
I do.
Yeah. But so what I'm saying is, when I acknowledge them, you feel totally different though. You're like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Let's go. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So it's a difference. And what I'm saying is, every day I'm putting stuff in the group. Like, I literally would put my 1,000 joints in there before 5 o'clock, right? And if Brandon jogs and does his 5 o'clock workout, somebody's gonna say, "Okay, B, I seen you did 2 workouts today."
Yeah, that encouragement
See?
is so dope. that puts a battery in your back.
No, but what I'm saying is, how B the only one get the encouragement?
He shouldn't. It
The
should be-
founder
it should
of the
be.
group, right?
Oh, you talking about the old
Just-
group? Yeah. You're talking
Yeah,
about
the old group. I'm saying the old group.
Yeah.
Nobody even said, "Damn, Al, that's impressive." I don't need you to, but I'm just saying, like, all right, we about to see now if you really valued what I do. So here's the main reason. Here's one of the main reasons. Let me explain something to you. So I'm about to sell a whole new product.
Okay.
Guess what it's going to be? Based off of what we're talking about right now.
It is going to be
Based
some
off E.
elite level.
Based off what we're talking about
It's
right
going
now.
to be
about
some
to
type of
sell a
elite
whole new
level
shoe.
offering. Of
But
some
okay,
type.
so if your performance is increased by 15% when you work along A-level performers, what you think the new product going to be?
It's going to be an A-level elite product.
Yeah, you're going to work to pay to work out with me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's going to cost to actually work alongside with me.
Right.
Not for my programs. You still want to get the programs, that's cool. I'll come train you and all that stuff. People pay for me to train them.
Correct.
But for me to actually work out alongside of you.
Right.
Remember I did them 130 double unders?
Yeah.
I did 130 double unders in one sequence.
Yeah.
Everybody PR'd that day.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Right.
Everybody, not one person, everybody.
Right.
Nobody actually said, yo, I didn't think about that I PR'd because I was training with Usain Bolt. That I did the best that I ever done before because I practiced with Michael Jordan.
Right.
So if I'm not regarded as a Michael Jordan, as a Usain Bolt, as a person like that in the group, then I actually have to go somewhere where I'm celebrated and not just tolerated.
So at this point, everybody should be asking themselves, who you working out with?
Absolutely.
Not necessarily just, and that's a metaphor. That's a metaphor
You're
for
right.
your business. That's a metaphor for your life. That's a metaphor for your relationships.
Yes.
Who am I working out with?
Yes, because you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around
If
with.
I'm not
work
working out with
the most.
the A-level people, then most likely I'm decreasing in my progress. I'm regressing, and if I'm regressing, therefore, I'm growing or I'm not.
Or I'm dying.
I'm
yes.
living or I'm dying.
backwards. Yes.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So how do you find the people, I guess, that's gonna shoot with you in the gym? That's basically another way, right?
You attract them.
Yeah, you attract them, or like in this case, you're gonna pay for them. You're gonna pay for that proximity. That's what we're talking about, proximity.
Proximity, yeah.
How do I? Yeah, am I gonna chase the individuals, or am I going to attract the individuals? There's only 2 ways to get into.
Yo, OG
into
told me proximity to the power is intoxicating to the people. So it could be one or 2 things. Somebody could say, oh, I want to get high on that, and they want to keep being around it. And then somebody can just get so high on it that it numbs them because they've been around it so long.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So it can go 2 ways. These cats been around it so long that they don't get high off it no more. You know what I'm saying?
The Bible warns us of getting too familiar with, our leaders. Because we can get too familiar with our leaders. Like when they're on the boat and they woke up with Jesus and they were like, they woke up scared. They hanging out with Jesus, and they woke up scared.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Do y'all know who I am?
I got everything right here.
Yeah, right? Like, calm down, y'all. Why y'all scared? Hanging out with Jesus, y'all scared?
Yeah."
And then he just said, "Peace be still," and everything was cool. So yeah, I get that.
Dope. It's super dope.
I get it. But yeah, that's true though. People get familiar with you and then you become regular. And then they lose every single benefit because they're looking at you through that lens.
Yep, absolutely.
And they lost that lens of hope and guidance and mentorship and everything else. They're just looking at you as a regular cat.
Absolutely.
And that's
it's
the beginning of failure.
It's dangerous. It's super dangerous because there's environments that I've been in and that I'm not in now. Yeah. And they wish I were there.
Yeah.
Literally are like, man, I missed those days and things like that. So I fell back from.
Or you go somewhere that you've never been before and you get all of the love. You feel the energy. You feel people pulling on you. You feel people wanting to know and wanting to learn and wanting to grow from you. Right? They don't know you. They don't know you from Adam. But but because of what you give them or what you serve them, what you pour into them, they're just like, I need more. I need more. But then people are around you every single day and like, that's L. Yeah, that's L.
And I took yesterday we did Metcon with the farmers carries and all that different type of stuff. You didn't make it?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you didn't make it yesterday. So yesterday was tough, but I think what the crew didn't understand was that I actually took 10 minutes in the beginning of the workout, compartmentalized the whole workout for them through my explanation, and basically gave them a game plan to make something like that was super hard, manageable.
What else? The farmer's carries and what else?
So we did 20 calories on a rower, and after 20 calories on a rower, you had to do farmer carries with like 80, 85 pound dumbbells, for the distance of the gym and back during that time. Then you had to come do your double unders or your heavy rope, and which we wanted to make the burpees hard. So we did that before the rope. And
the burpees before the rope?
No, the rope before the burpees to make the burpees hard. Yeah, and then it was a weighted sit up after that. So it was 5 exercises,
no
but
break.
The shit got super duper dumb hard.
Maybe weighted sit ups, but no break.
Because the skill that's needed to sustain that level of toughness is the compartmentalizing skill.
Right.
It's hard to think when you're under duress.
You're in it. You're like, you're thinking about taking one more step and getting to the next bell.
Exactly.
That's all you're thinking about.
So I gave them your strategies, tactics, and processes ahead of time. So it's like before you go into war, here's a layout, here's what you're going to do. But nobody has that skill set. Like regular people come to the gym. Like, of course, this is my sandbox.
Yeah, that's what you do.
You know what I mean? This is what I do. But I don't have to do that for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And I don't even have to tell everybody how much I did. I'm literally giving them a marker so that they can, gauge their progress.
You're giving them the play. Giving people the play.
Yeah. But when you don't value that, then it doesn't make me actually want to give you that. It doesn't make me want to come work out alongside of you. It doesn't make me want to, compete or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make me want to perform at a top level. So I figure out ways so when I'm there, I'm like, how do I make this hard for me? Because nobody else is actually going to give me enough push for me to, make this whole thing hard. So I got to make the thing hard.
Make it hard for you.
So I can push to actually complete it or get close to complete it. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So I come in, first of all, I got to say, okay, what exercise am I going to do today that is going to make me, hurt or to make it hard or make me, vulnerable or, you know what I'm saying? And, once I come up with that, I say, all right, let me figure out how many I got to do of this to grow. You know what I'm saying?
So can people do that for if they want to become a better leader? Like what exercise can I do today that's going to push me, that's going to make me vulnerable, that's going to make me uncomfortable?
Well, I think that's with I think it's exercise, period. So the way people approach exercise can literally cultivate the responses and reactions they need to lead in their business and their life and their relationships, stuff like that.
I believe that your fitness level or your drive towards your fitness level is the foundation for everything. Beyond that, because if you can discipline yourself from a nutrition standpoint to eat a certain way and to work out a certain way every single day or 3, 4, 5 days out of the week, then that can transfer to anything and everything that you have to do that's hard.
Absolutely.
Because fitness and working out is hard. If you push yourself, it's hard. But that translates to everything else. Yeah,
you're right. So, all right, let me break it down for you real quick. So everything that we do stems from our actions or our repetitions, right? And everything that all the habits we have, all the, responses, all that stuff, it comes from our repeated actions, right? If we work out, how many days a week you work out? 6 days a week. So you work out 6 days, and you ride your bike on Sunday too. So you work out 7 days a week. So 7 days a week, you experience adversity, you experience challenge, you experience controversy, you experience,
decision making.
All right. So when you run up against this, right, your subconscious mind doesn't know that this is exercise. All it knows is here's another stressful moment. Here's another adversity. Here's another challenge. Here's another controversy, right? And you know what happens when you have to make this decision or make this move or you have to do this, that, and third. Your brain and your body start to secrete chemicals, hormones, or fight, flight, or freeze. Okay? All right, this is epinephrine or norepinephrine. You want to look it up?
Now, I'm familiar with the fight or flight or freeze. I don't think I've ever heard the freeze before.
Yeah, so pull it up real quick, big dog. So fight, flight, all of these things are coming. So you got epinephrine, norepinephrine. You got fight or flight, right? Or sometimes what you're going to do if you don't run, if you don't stay and fight, then what you're going to do?
Freeze.
You're just going to freeze and just stand there. So what you're doing now is you're you're cultivating your response mechanism to either fight, to either flight, or either freeze in the midst of adversity, in the midst of challenge, in the midst of controversy, in the midst of, all these different things that you're going to experience in your life.
Right.
So if you're working out 7 days a week, bro, then you run into something one time in this week. You're going to run into one hard thing this week in your life, right? And you've already stood up to every burpee, to every sit-up, stand-up. You was fucking doing sit-up, stand-ups the other day, dog. No pole. You started on the pole, pause. You started on the pole when you first started, right? Pause that joint. Right? Matter of fact, we might have started on the Bosu ball. Might have started on the half the blue ball, do the sit-up and then the stand-up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
My big that. E. I used to put E on the pause on the ball.
Just put him on the ball. You know, Big E was on the ball.
Big E, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to put the homie on the ball, man.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, we used to do the sit-up, stand-up. Anyway.
Right.
You have now.
Did the pole and then did the plates. And now just doing it.
Now you're just doing it.
Right.
That has to be like a tier 1,000 victory.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's a Lamborghini bought.
100%.
Right, off the lot. You know what I'm saying?
Because the first time I ever asked to do it was like, there's no way I can do that. It's impossible.
Exactly.
I cannot do that. Impossible.
Now it was like I stopped in the middle of the joint. I gave you that.
Right. You were like
the
confetti came out and snap, you were able to do that. Yeah, it felt good too.
Absolutely, and I was working right alongside of you.
Yeah, it felt good.
15%.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
And it was my second time doing a workout. And sometimes I just do it because the slugs didn't believe the numbers that I told them I did when they would sleep.
Why don't they believe you? You got no reason to lie.
It don't matter. It don't matter anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You got no.
You know what I'm saying?
Pastor ain't got no reason to lie.
With the freeze, with the fight.
Pastor ain't got no reason to lie.
All right. So so the four states are fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. The fawn basically is just like you're trying to avoid any conflict. That's the fourth thing. But I mean, in terms of you're talking about in terms of like the chemicals and stuff, it's not showing that.
Epinephrine, norepinephrine.
Yeah, it's not showing that.
Pull it up. Just EPIN, and then it'll pop up. That's it. That's how homie know how to spell.
This is what I do.
So I'm self-taught, right?
This is what I do. I do like this, right? Let me show you what I do when I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
Epinephrine.
There you go.
Bam, I got it.
Well, what it say? Come on, you got the bike and everything right there.
Yeah, it says that basically epinephrine and norepinephrine is the hormones behind your fight or flight response.
See, all you got to do is you chat GPL. Know what I mean? We're going to change the C to L, nigga. Fuck you talking about? My shit official. You can try to fact check me and everything on the low. Well, I'm good.
No, I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to keep you informed, yeah.
So what I'm saying is now, if like the person that's you duck in the workout, but in the workout you actually like are becoming like you create new hormones in your brain.
The medicine is in the workout.
It's in the workout.
The medicine, the cure is in the workout.
That's why we got the dopest shit ever. But a regular coach or regular trainer can't draw these correlations. That's why the resilience training that we doing is way more valuable than niggas that won't even give me credit.
That's the tagline right there. The cure is in the workout. The cure is in 28 minutes. We got a 28-minute cure.
Damn. Ooh. Tough, boy. That's tough.
Yeah, a 28-minute cure.
And it don't even cost thousands of dollars.
And it don't cost thousands of dollars. And there are no side effects.
Damn. The side effects is you might be dope.
You will be dope.
Yeah.
You will be dope. I promise you.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Selling dopamine. Damn. And I sent you a post the other day about how working out creates hope. Did you catch that joint? Oh man,
creates hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. Dope. It's super dope. Yeah, I got some shit. I'm gonna put it all together, man. We're gonna run that shit.
Creates hope. Hey, holidays are coming up, man. What you got?
I'm gonna be right here chilling.
But you're gonna drop about $15,000 on gifts and all that crap, right? You're gonna spend about $15,000-$20,000 on presents.
Nah, we going to we taking the family to Orlando.
Oh man, y'all going to
yeah, we're going
Disney
to
World?
We're going to Disney. Well, we We getting a B&B with Wendy's brother Dana and his family, and we're gonna go down there for a few days. But Tootie's birthday is like a couple days before Christmas, so we're gonna take her to Disney.
Tootie she be getting a combination gifts, or she get a birthday and a Christmas
she get it right now. She get birthday and what's the name? She young.
She should though.
Her stuff, her stuff ain't too expensive. We can still separate it right now. But when you get a little older, that's
still you gotta give her the car on her birthday when she gets older, and you gotta give her the rims
all
for
that.
Christmas, all that.
Yeah. The influence though, they're gonna be.
How you feel about like have you been like a big spender like during the holidays? Like,
I done fucked up some shit before, man.
I just like refused. I mean I don't know, for years I ended up with like a holiday note. Well, after the holidays, I got debt associated with the freaking holiday. And then finally I'm like, this don't make no sense.
No sense.
Or freaking have a holiday note, holiday debt. It makes no sense. So this is the time of the year that, we should caution people not to just go crazy and spend, money that you really don't have or spend, past your means, because it makes no sense to end up with like I said, a holiday note.
Yeah,
you got payments after the after the holiday. You know what I'm saying? So
we got some dope stuff coming.
People got to remember what happened last year too. Right after the holidays, there was like a huge wave of people getting let go. And a whole bunch of different stuff, and seeing that stuff is already coming up already. Of people getting let go.
Yeah, this economy is crazy. So I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were like, "Yeah, I need a new check. I'm like, what are you talking about? I need a new stimulus check." Dang. So I'm like, because we're talking about like who you voting for,
Got to create it.
Yeah, well, I mean, besides that though, we don't want any more stimulus checks. That's why our gas prices are ridiculous right now, because we printed a whole bunch. Not we, the United States, your government printed a whole bunch of money, dumped it in the economy, and instead of taking that money, paying down debt, paying for bills or whatever, man, people bought consumer goods. And so when you start buying a whole bunch of consumer goods, that's going to do what? That's going to drive the prices up.
Yep.
So the reason that prices are, and the reason that our economy is inflated, is because of all that money that went in during the pandemic. So we don't want to repeat that same mistake. And now they're trying to drain money out of the economy. And one of the ways you do that is you raise interest rates, so people don't buy houses, because they say, oh, the interest rate's too high, my payment's going to be too high, so I'm not going to buy a house. So that's one of the biggest ways to slow down the economy, right? By raising interest rates. People might not buy cars. So, don't. The long-term effect of that stimulus check is so much worse than the short-term benefit.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Spotify thing you was talking about earlier, man. Spotify trying to rob the artist, man.
The artist has been raped for years, and they getting ready to double down.
Raping you records. You ain't sounding to me, I can't rape you.
Raping you records, yeah. Spotify is about to make some changes to their platform for the artists, basically, and they're changing the levels and the limits before you can get paid. So people aren't really, they're not going crazy about that. But the one change they're going to make is they're basically saying you have to make a certain amount of money on your streams before they pay you out. And if you don't hit that number on a monthly basis, they take the money. Let's say the threshold is, I think it's 5 cents. I think it's 5 cents per month. So if you're not making 5 cents per month, let's say you make 4 cents per month, you don't get paid the nickel. They're going to take the 4 cents and dump it into a pot.
You mean to tell me you was doing all that hoopla earlier about 4 cents and 5 cents?
No, but that adds up.
So
4 cents, that adds up.
This nigga was actually going to bat like,
that
man,
adds
I can't believe that they gonna get a 4 cent to Drake.
No. Hold on.
What are you talking about?
No. Hold on, player. Bring it down, Sensei. I mean, Pastor.
Okay.
Pastor Lynch, Pastor L. No, that adds up to millions of dollars that will end up in this bucket.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But then they're going to take the bucket and they're going to divide the bucket up between the largest streamers.
No, I got that.
So my 4 cents. My 4 cents is not going to come to me. It's going to go in this bucket.
Go in a bucket
That will ultimately end up in Drake's or Jay's or whomever's hands.
So guess what I got to do?
You got to make 5 cents.
I got to either make 5 cents.
You got to make 5
or
cents.
become a Drake.
Or become a Drake. Yeah, yeah. Or
it go to third alternative, the Fawn.
The Fawn.
Look, cry about it.
No, it's another alternative.
Yeah.
You can control the vertical. You can control the vertical. It's going to be slow, but it's possible. You can control the vertical and just get very, very creative. Or not use the platforms.
Exactly.
Not use the platforms. Go back to that Percy Miller model, right? Sell your jokes out the trunk.
But there's a lot of trunks these days. That's what they don't understand. Like, if you go on YouTube right now, you're gonna see a check next to my name. It literally says that I'm an official artist. I have an official artist channel. Right. My music comes up first, and then the videos and my micros and all that other stuff. But my music comes up first. Right. Like, I literally can check the box through my distributor that I want to distribute my music on YouTube. I can distribute my music on Twitch. I can distribute my music on Spotify.
So you check all the boxes? I
check all the boxes. And if Spotify cuts me like they did, so Spotify stopped paying or playing spoken word. Okay. So yeah, they cut me for a minute on.
Oh wow!
On Spotify.
Your joints over beats though. It's like it's music. It's not just spoken word. So
my general category is spoken word. Yeah, spoken word. But then I got some joints that I'm just like. There's a rapper, there's a singer, and then there's me on there too. So those still get played and everything like that. Right. And I got streams and all that shit, but I ain't like, I don't know. I'm just, I got other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just sit around and be like, yo, I ain't getting my 4 cents and we gonna strike. Like,
why don't you think these artists just band together and go create their own joint?
Listen, it ain't just the artist. That's just us, period. Yeah, we won't get together and do nothing. I actually sent you a joint on I don't pay my joints no more.
I saw that.
That's cap.
I saw that.
That's cap. Because Tidal was out for a while before Jay sold it, and everybody was like, no, Spotify's better. Everybody was like, no, Apple Music was better. And
what's your point about Tidal?
I'm just saying there was something by us that existed.
Oh yeah.
That was the answer.
No, that's not what he's saying. No, he was just saying, why don't they just like come together and do something? Well, like you got very few of the same mindset that would actually, take that chance. And then you got some people that's just like, I guess they are so scared that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're seeing right now with the big three. That's what we're seeing with Ice Cube, like, you know what I mean? And he got some. He got.
is pissed.
Yeah,
they coming after him.
Yeah, but he got something. He jumped out there. He took a chance, man. That joint starts making some noise, and you know what I'm saying. And people getting scared.
And it's crazy. They should partner with him instead of try to combat him because they're not gonna win.
Hey, they should have saw that a long time ago. Now you're gonna own a piece of it. No, they're gonna have to pay a fine or something like that. But I was reading a little bit about it. But yeah, I think we need to do more. We just don't understand group economics, man. We don't understand it. We don't know how to put our shit together and make it pop.
That's crazy.
Brandon alluded to something like that earlier. He was like, yo, 8,000 jobs coming to Liberty. Yeah. He was like, what we gonna do in Liberty? I was like, dang, it sound like we need an AWOL Liberty with 8,000 people coming there. You know what I mean? 8,000 jobs coming there. So we got families coming there. Right. They're gonna need a gym. You know what I mean? We need to be in Liberty.
This company out of Florida bought up, I don't know, like 1,500 acres, something like that, to go build like a bunch of houses.
Whew.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's super dope.
So but like you said, group economics, man. It's just seems like a simple concept, but when you start getting the human beings that need to be a part of it, it becomes complex.
Yeah. But I think, if we started with some smaller stuff and, built up our confidence with, how it's done, or just, you get with the right people and the right people can bring in other people to make the model work. I think, I think we had some success and we could see it, we can start to either teach it or duplicate it in other areas and stuff like that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dope. Even on back to the Spotify joint real quick, we saw Twitch come up with some new rates
contract.
and
really?
and the way they do. So
I've never been on Twitch. What's different about Twitch?
Twitch is a streaming platform too, but it's more like gamers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But
initially, it started off with gaming first. Like it was basically the first one to really kind of do it, and then they started to try to get into music. That's where I was when I was doing the festivals for Twitch and stuff like that. And then, but now they just go on there. Some people just go on there to talk. Some people are playing games. Like it's a number of different things. You have people who even like literally just streamline on their phone while they're literally out and about and just doing their thing.
Right. And to Rod's point, like if the artist can get creative, like with the trunks that they're actually selling out of, then if they tripping over here, then you just take your stuff to the block over there.
That's it.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, ultimately, what Twitch has done the best out of all the other platforms is they help you build community. Right? You find your people. You find the people that like the same stuff as you, and people are a little bit more open to kind of like helping you build that community within that space. And yeah, I think Lynch, you're right. I think people, they need to be a little bit more creative how they find their community.
So, if anybody's watching this, I think that we just discovered the new A&R role. Yeah. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, they did away with A&Rs because of the way, music is being, manufactured now. Right. And we realized that the artist doesn't really know how to get their stuff out there, to get heard, and to get, paid from these different platforms. There's a number of different platforms. It's just not such and such. Like I literally use TuneCore to distribute the music, and I go down and I check like 30 boxes to distribute the music.
Is that many?
It's more than that. It's just joints like, well, this one's in China. Let's go over here in China too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just mad joints. I just be checking boxes and shit. But Twitch is doing something dope because they're doing like a 70-30 split as part of the new program. But you got to have like recurring monthly subscribers of like 350 or something like that. So
is that a lot on Twitch? 350?
I don't even know, bro. But 350 is good. 350 good money. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think they said that on average, like the majority of people on Twitch have like less than like 10.
Okay.
So like 350 like is like considered a big. I mean, that's a big feat.
It's a big number. I
mean, like just on we were doing the numbers earlier. That's a $1,200 a month check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, $5 or what?
At $5. Like if everybody did it at the $5 tier, but there's some people who may do it at 25 or 10. Like so it really depends on that. I mean, you got some people who are on there who they're making a quarter to $500,000 a month.
Yeah.
Just straight
so
off of that.
They doing 70-30 till they hit 100,000. And when they hit 100,000, they doing 50-50 split after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair though. You know what I mean? It's just pretty dope. Until you get your own platform and you don't have to do 70-30 or 50-50, nothing. You know what I mean? You still have to give up something because you're going to have to, pay for all this stuff to get, to make it work. But
so we can get outthetrunk.com.
We could get, okay.
$2,700.
Oh, man.
Outthetrunk.com. Outthetrunk.com.
Man.
Just have everybody sell their stuff out the trunk, baby.
Out the trunk, everybody.
Out the trunk. P. Miller.
Yeah. Percy, Cash Money, Rockefeller, out the trunk.
Out the trunk.
So I mean, with that being said, it just keeps me in the mind frame of, the black representation that we have had to have in all of these genres in order for us to kind of believe that we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's dope though. I mean, we got Formula One. You got the homie. He's the black representation over there right now. And now other people can come in now and say, you know what? I could be a Formula One driver, top tier.
That's the whole idea. Yeah, having more kids look up to him and start go-kart racing. Yeah, that's where they start, and then they move up to. Eventually,
but my peoples, I don't watch sports that much anymore because I don't do anything for fun.
Facts. That's right. We figured that out.
So I mean, I went away from
sports. Stuff that you enjoy.
I do,
But you don't even take it
right?
for
And I
fun.
really don't enjoy like going to the games like
Unless
that
you
no
wrestle
more,
with
but
TV.
I'll go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the Raiders now have a black GM, a black president, and a black coach. So you talking about black representation, like we in the building. And not to mention, like the tagline, the Raiders is my people's. This like I've been rocking with them since I was like 6 years old, right? And yeah, super dope, a long time.
Wow.
And I couldn't tell you three players on the team. I don't know the black GM, the black president, or the
black coach.
I don't know their names, but the tagline for the Raiders was "Real men wear black," and then now we're actually got a damn front office full of black people. You know what I'm saying? Which is some super dope stuff.
What you think about the people bailing on Dion? People bailing on Dion.
Tell me about that, because I don't really, I ain't been following.
The fans, they've lost, I don't know, 5 games straight. 6, was it 5?
Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5.
They're 4-5.
No, I say it's 4 or 5
Yeah,
games straight.
they're on a losing streak.
Basically, the hype train has left the station. That's what's being said.
The fans
We
are
knew
now,
it was gonna be hard,
The
though.
fans
Like,
are like,
that's
the
not-
fans are now like, they're calling Dion a fraud.
Nah,
Saying Dion a fraud.
That's how. Like one thing is like,
it's tough.
No, it's a
Come on, man.
telltale case of what have you done for me lately? Because
Exactly. I mean, that's
last year
sports,
that
period.
team was absolutely
Garbage.
trash.
Yeah,
The team was garbage. They had no ticket sales, no merch sales.
yeah.
And Dion is a fraud.
He done turned the whole thing around.
He flipped it all. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, the president is not calling him a fraud. The
Nobody
AD is
is.
not calling him a fraud.
Yeah.
But the fans are calling
Nobody
him a
that
fraud.
matters.
That surrounding community ain't calling him a fraud because they made him a
Oh
lot
man,
of
yeah,
money.
the economic
Absolutely.
impact. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, they're not calling him a fraud.
Now I've been in I've been to, you've been to Formula One.
Yeah.
And you've ever been to the finals of NBA or the Super Bowl. When those things come to your city, it's like having
Changes the game. Right?
It's like having
it's like printing money.
December. So the Christmas is in retail. Christmas is like it
Black
makes
Friday
your years.
through-
It
yeah,
makes your
Black Friday
entire
through,
year.
yeah.
But when the finals and what's name, it's like having Christmas again. Like, so if you get a chance to get that and double that and triple that, like, man, you could be
time.
set. So that's why they burnt LeBron's jersey when he moved
When he
from
left.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took
without
the
question.
effect of it.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
question.
Wow.
That's what that's about. You're taking all this money out of the economy. You're taking the finals out of here. You're taking all these hundreds of thousands of people come to visit here to watch you play and spend money at our hotels and our restaurants and our rental cars
And that's why there was such a big deal about where the World Cup final was going to be.
Absolutely.
Right, in terms
yeah.
of either New York, Dallas, or LA.
Yeah. Same thing with the Olympics and all these cities fighting for the Olympics and things like that because, the economic impact is tremendous whenever that sports or that event comes there. I heard somebody say something real interesting talking about black people. So the report is that all these jobs have been created for African Americans, and the point that this individual made was, we all work. Which lends to the point that I make about politicians in terms of creating situations that keep us in the field, right? Versus getting us in the house. And so it was a very interesting point talking about we've always had a job, right? We had a job when we were picking cotton. We had a job when we were slaves for 400 years, So going on 500 years and you still don't see a lot of, people of color that own things, right? We still got jobs, again, which lends to what are we going to do to propel to the level of ownership? And you know what I'm saying? And not just being content with the job that's going to keep us in the field.
Yeah, I think
It's just frustrating.
I think the way technology is right now, where so many people have podcasts, we're literally, giving out information.
Yeah.
And we're giving out information, we're giving out motivation, helping people with mindset and things like that. When you tie that mindset and that information together, it allows us to build the confidence to actually go do some things for ourselves and step out, and do that side hustle or that side business to, venture into entrepreneurship, which then could, give us enough confidence after we see some fruits of that labor to kind of leave that job or the mindset of just needing that job. So that mindset has been passed down for all of those years from the field, till now, you know what I'm saying? And until we get more of, this mindset or the taste of, this, we're never going to kind of, past that. So now we're passing down the mindset. Like the reason why like AWOL is so important, that in-game is so important, and why, Rod's mentor stuff is so important, and your coaching program is so important is because you're literally cultivating the mindset for people to be free. And we're teaching prosperity, we're teaching success, we're teaching freedom, we're teaching, all this different type of stuff.
They don't, man, it's, and I don't know if I'm beating a dead horse, but if you are around, if you're in the proximity of somebody that's done something, right? I'm not talking about people that talk about it. I'm not talking about like all these people who are, scamming people and they got a program to sell. But if you're around somebody that has built something that's tangible, that you can see it, that's evidence of it, man, just don't question it. Just do like why would I question you on what you're teaching us relative to fitness and nutrition now? Why question that? Why not just do that? And I see in other communities, they just do. They don't, because you got the leaders, you got the people that have the receipts.
I'm gonna tell you why.
They'll just do it. They don't question it.
It's a fear, bro. It's a fear.
Yeah, I get that. But this conversation will be had 100 years from now if we don't bypass or surpass that fear.
No, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. Like yesterday, remember I told you I was, doing the question, the Q&A for the city workers. And I took a little portion of that time and gave them some of the game that I give to the people that pay for the $700 program.
Right.
And they're not going to do it because I gave it to them for free.
Yeah, they didn't pay for it.
My questions were supposed to take 30 seconds to a minute, to be answered.
Right.
And some of those questions went for 10 minutes because people wanted to question it, question the answer so much.
Wow.
And I'm like, I just gave you something that like all my people, I told them, I got 6 testimonials in a can I ain't even put out yet from people that just lost 20 to 50 pounds. I ain't even put them out on the social media yet.
Right.
And this is what I gave them.
Right.
And they did it in 6 weeks.
Right. And
you're questioning it and won't do it because of your fear of a little, discomfort. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Of what you think it might feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we all go through that, paralysis by analysis to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of us is just very small and it might be 30 seconds.
Right.
And then some people it might be, 30 years.
Freezing,
paralyzed for life. Like you put me on the book bag when we went to Paris.
Yeah.
You let me use the book bag.
Right.
Actively Black.
Yeah, the pickpocket free joint.
Yeah. The pickpocket got the lock on it, all that stuff. But we were on that company for a little while, because we damn, this is Black owned. This is some dope stuff. It's got quality like Lululemon and all that different type of stuff. But what? He was even scared for a certain period of time before he launched Actively Black.
Yeah.
So he used to have some joint called Active Faith. So you probably seen like Steph Curry on a joint called Active Faith before or something like that. That's the same dude's company.
Got it.
And when the Breonna Taylor and the George Floyd, when all that happened, he said, man, I can't be over here and just hide behind, because he didn't want nobody to know that Active Faith was owned by a Black person. So when all this stuff was happening with the Black stuff, he was like, man, I gotta come out. I gotta get out there. And he changed from Active Faith to Actively Black.
Got it.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the joint is so dope, but we all go through this to a certain degree. Now, he already had, a multi-million-dollar company with Actively Faith. Right. He had people endorsed for the NBA. Right. But like, we all go through this to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying?
And EA not gonna support him because he's black. He don't think his customer service is gonna be tight enough. That's rules. The other thing too, because he had a bad experience in Atlanta. Oh no, he didn't even have the bad experience in Atlanta. He read about the bad experience. He read about the bad experience in Atlanta, and then now he's not going to support him because of the supposedly poor experience offering given by black people. Yeah. So that's another thing, man. Good googly moo. Hey, listen, I got a praise report, but you know what? Most people aren't going to hear this praise report because we're near the end of the pod, but I still got this praise report.
Come on, give it to us.
I got on size 40 jeans. Now the reason for a lot of people they're like 40, man, that's still big, but I used to wear in August I had 48 jeans. Now I need a rope to wrap around to try to hold up these 48 joints. I lost 8 inches, man. I'm trying. I got my target is I got 4 more inches. Yeah, 36.
I bet you ain't never been in 30s. Since 30s? High school.
Oh,
like the 30s.
The
30s.
Nah, high school. Yeah.
High school. 38s probably or something.
36s.
Oh, you use 36 high school?
36. I got 4 more inches. I get into 36s. But so that's the praise report.
That's what I'm talking
about. Shout out to my church and my religion, AWOL. Shout out to my pastor.
Y'all know what it is.
Shout out to my pastor, L. Shout out to my members, to the 5 a.m. morning crew. To the congregation. So, man, I feel good about that.
Choir,
men's choir, everything.
The ones that don't sing.
The ones, exactly.
In that group.
Exactly. So shout out to everybody for being, shout out to the proximity. Shout out to the ones that go hard because they push me. So man.
Man.
Most people, y'all not gonna get the praise report because you didn't listen this long.
That's right. Y'all ain't gonna know how to be inspired from somebody that was just in a 48. You know what I'm saying? And now in a 40, and we gunning for that 36.
Gunning for the 36. Gotta get it. Gotta get it, man.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
So that's it, man. I ain't got nothing else. You got anything else?
You know what it is. They need to like, they need to subscribe, they need to share, they need to put some comments down there. And hopefully you got something out of this because paying attention is all that we ask for you to exchange as a form of currency.
It's free, man. So with that, nothing else to say, man. I'm Rod Brown.
I'm Lynch Hunt.
Peace.